Hey everyone, this is Daniela Tempesta. Great to see you. Today I want to talk to you about one word that you need to eliminate from your vocabulary immediately because it is definitely holding you back. And what is that word, do you ask? Should. I know you were probably expecting something a little bit more exciting, and I'm sorry to disappoint, but I promise that when I'm done explaining, you'll understand why should is such a pesky little bugger. Let me give you a few examples of how I hear should used in my office all the time. Daniela, I'm 30 years old. I should be married by now. Or, I really should be able to do this on my own. Asking for your help makes me feel weak. Or, I should be in better shape. This is ridiculous. Or when I hear all the time, I've got all these wonderful things in my life. I should be happier. And while all of those things may actually speak to something that you really do want in your life, if you actually want to get those things, you gotta stop shoulding all over yourself. Okay, silly joke, I know. But it's true. Should is a real problem here. It's inherently judgmental and it makes us feel awful about ourselves, which in turn completely zaps our motivation. When we are self-critical, it does not motivate us. It actually keeps us stuck because the worse we feel, the less energy we have, the less we believe in ourselves, and the less we're able to actually go after the things that we want. So, here's what I want you to do with all those should statements. First things first, you gotta catch yourself doing it. You've got to notice. You've got to get curious about when you're using these kinds of statements with yourself. And take note. And then I want you to replace the should with something that sounds more like I want or I'd really like. So let's go back to those first examples that we used. I should be married by now. What if we flip that sentence to say something like, I'd really like to find my life partner? Okay, well now instead of feeling bad about ourselves and shaming ourselves, we actually have a goal that we want to work towards, and then we can start to think about how is it that I can make this a priority in my life and actually make it happen? Let's go on to the next one. Instead of saying I should be able to do this on my own instead of asking for help, I'd really like to get to a point where I'm feeling more independent and able to manage difficult emotions or frustrating situations. Great, that's a great goal. So let's again think about that. How would you be able to get to that place? What would your life look like if you were in that place? What would you be doing differently? Now we can take a step back and start to think more about how to get you there. As far as being happier, this one's a little tricky because we're sometimes sold a bill of goods that says that we should be happy all the time. And the truth is that nobody is happy all the time. But to want to be happy is an okay thing. And so we have to go back and ask ourselves, instead of saying, you should be happier, say, what would actually really make me happy? If I got to the end of my life and I had had these 5 experiences or feeling states or whatever it was, then I would really feel truly satisfied with my life. Let's think about what those things are. And now we can start to build up some energy and some momentum and a path to get there. Should keeps us stuck, it keeps us wallowing, it keeps us in the negative. If we say I want, I'd like to, what I desire is, this is going to help get us closer to what we want, whether it's starting our own company, whether it's losing weight, whether it's finding a partner. We've got to flip the script and start using different vocabulary because, believe it or not, even those pesky little words can actually create something in our mind that changes the way we think about things and the way we do things. So I hope that after today, should is no longer in your vocabulary, and instead you can think more about what it is you truly want and how you can get there. Thanks so much for joining me today. Take care.